More details have emerged regarding the workings of human smuggling operations that run through the Mohawk Nation at Akwesasne. Haudenosaunee community that straddles the Canada-U.S. border has been a smuggling route for generations. Jorge Barrera has the latest on this. Jorge, great to see you. What can you tell us about this?
Well, the pictures that you should be seeing on your screen are a social media video of the aftermath of a foiled cross-border smuggling run that actually began in Canada. And you can see on the right, there's this white Hyundai SUV, and that vehicle collided with two U.S. Border Patrol vehicles, cruisers, in Fort Covington, New York, which sits about 7 kilometers from the eastern border of Akwesasne. And it was actually carrying 3 foreign nationals, one from Colombia, one from Chile, and one from Mexico. Now, U.S. court records filed with the federal courts in Northern District of New York have revealed some of the inner workings of how this smuggling operation worked, and also, if you expand out to other records connected to the individuals involved, how smuggling in the community is sometimes a generational endeavor. Now, these records tell us that this all began and was orchestrated by a woman in Montreal nicknamed Chama, and that all 3 foreign nationals actually communicated with her to move across the border illegally into the U.S. And Chama allegedly hired 2 individuals from Akwesasne, paying them $9,000 to get them across the border. And these records tell us that the 3 foreign nationals were actually picked up in Montreal and taken to Cornwall Island, which is an island in the St. Lawrence River that sits across from Cornwall, Ontario on the northern shore, and on the southern shore is New York State. And what we do know from these records is that one of these individuals from Akwesasne, Travis Adams, actually hired a boatman on Cornwall Island nicknamed Doc, paid him $1,200 to boat the 3 foreign nationals to a place in Akwesasne called Sny, which is on the southern shore of the St. Lawrence River, but sits within Canada, but is only accessible by road from the U.S. So they were taken by boat to Sny, and allegedly, and held in a garage-like structure until allegedly Travis Adams picked them up in this white SUV, because from Sny you can just drive straight into the U.S. without going through a customs border post. And as he was taking them to Plattsburgh, U.S. Border Patrol were alerted, and it resulted in a high-speed chase that ended in this crash. Now, Travis Adams told U.S. Border Patrol agents, according to the court records, that he ran into the river after the crash because he didn't want to go back to prison. He had just been released as a result of a previous drug trafficking conviction, and also 2 tobacco smuggling convictions in Canada. And it came out in his court records and pre-sentencing submissions that his father is actually someone known as Richard Acid Adams, who was a prolific and prominent smuggler in Akwesasne who vanished without a trace in 2009. And according to the family and court filings, he was allegedly murdered by Montreal's West End gang. Hannah?
Yeah, Jorge, have there been any charges since the 9 deaths?
Well, it appears that even though there may have been a slight pause, human smuggling across the border continued even after that tragedy. According to RCMP statistics, they say in the past year they've recorded 69 human smuggling occurrences across the St. Lawrence River around Akwesasne and Cornwall. And the Akwesasne Mohawk Police say that they've intercepted 24 human smuggling attempts through their territory. Hannah?
Jorge Barrera in Ottawa, thank you for this.